a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the New Mexico Lobos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Lobos headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bison will have the first possession in this one as their offense comes out to go to work. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. On the move. There's some room. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The run inside. It's Scott. There he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Scott. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Scott. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Finds his man. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. Going to the run, it's Mitchell. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere. Touchdown, North Dakota State. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Lobos offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. They'll try to get the first through the air. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Humphrey. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Ready. Red 18, red 18. Jet.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period.
Ready. 129, 129. Go.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for room, it's Humphrey. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and time.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finding open areas. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the...
Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Lobos trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Wants to throw again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Takes the easy one to the back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short? The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Not a moment of indecision. Offense stays on the field, 4th and goal. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense, all of a sudden, they have some mojo, and that's a big confidence booster on 4th and goal, down close to the goal line, trusting your quarterback to make the right decision. And David, they're 1 point away now from tying this thing up late in the game.
Oh, and I say, how good do they feel? Do they want to go for taking the lead here and go for 2? This offense has been aggressive. They got some momentum. Where do they go from here?
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To throw, it's Hayes. Pocket breaking down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. it's Humphrey. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got it in the middle, it's Keith. Oh, he's got some space. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Open on the left side is Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. Now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside, it's Scott. He's out past the 35. Good gain there, picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off 1 final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Collins. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We start with UCF taking on the number 4 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Knights able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside University Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
catching up with the Lobos head coach at the half. They have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job. Back to you.
All right, Holly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty at 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Humphrey. Jumped on top of the pile.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a heat. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Lobos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden,
and the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll go right back to him, and he'll be brought down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
What a great great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The free safety timed his rush perfectly on the blitz, and they come up with the sack.
Yeah, and the free safety usually stays deep and plays coverage, plays in the middle of the field, but they spin him down, bring him in a blitz. You could tell.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that's frustrating for an offense, man, because you got great field position set up. You want to be aggressive. You want to take advantage of it. But in order to do that, the offensive line has to do their job. You've got to give your QB time. They don't do it. And back-to-back plays, they're going the completely wrong direction.
Quickly to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Lobos send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They send the tight end in motion. Running inside, it's Scott. Shows him the stiff arm. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mitchell. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a gap. It's Scott. Got enough for the first. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The run inside. It's Scott. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Delayed handoff. It's Scott. Maybe a crease.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Dropping back, it's Hayes. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. And the Lobos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Humphrey. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Motion from the back. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Down of possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Running inside, it's Scott. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next.
Snags it, and there's running room. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, we'll